Hello, Gretton golfers. Welcome back to JD Golf TV. Today's lesson is, okay, now you've got the golf club nice and flat on the way down. Why can't you hit the golf ball? This video is coming in response to a couple of our viewers who can either do one or the other. Strike the ball solidly or get the club flattened out on the downswing. And we're going to address those two problems right now. So let's get after it. Folks, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. And also ring the bell for notifications so you know when this is coming. And if you wouldn't mind very much, I'm happy to do this for you, but share it up. I'm trying to get to 8 bazillion subscribers. Thank you. I am hoping you can see the ball and the tee that I've placed out in front of it. And we know that our golf club should bottom out, contact with the ball, then bounce off the ground over that way. However, one of the reasons why people swing so steeply this way is because it's actually easier to get the club down on the ground. I get it. I feel your pain. However, we can actually get the club to hit the ground from anywhere. And I want you to think we're going to go through a list of things that may make sense. You might try one at a time and see if it helps. Then switch to the next one. But I wouldn't try all of them at the same time, please. We've got the club nice and flat. It's behind us. Now, we've got to get the club down on the ground. Okay. There's behind. I can feel the weight of the club head behind the handle. And don't forget, if you can't feel the weight of the club head, good luck with this. Make sure you're wiggling that club around, doing circles with it, backwards, forward, opening and closing, feeling the club weight. See that video I did on that for you. We're back. We've got it flattened out a little bit. Now, from here, what we need to do is make sure that we get the club on the ground. But wait. The divot follows me around like a shadow. Here we go. We're up. We're super flat. Now, my shirt buttons were in front of that golf ball. What I do see with a lot of golfers as they're trying to make a nice, beautiful turn, what they do, they move backward on the backswing. They move their shirt buttons way over the right shoe. And then, I'm trying to make a full turn, coach, except you've moved the shirt button so far back that the center of your circle is so far back, getting the golf club to bounce on this side of that ball, damn near impossible. So let's take a look at the shirt buttons first. Let's just go nicely in order of what could go wrong. I can put a little bit more speed on that. I'm back here. Watch this one. Now I'm already set up backward. Notice that? I'm already set up with the shirt buttons backward. Looks like a driver, folks. I move back. There we go. Hey, my low point just went from 2.5 inches after the ball to 6.2 before the ball. How am I doing with golf? You can see on the video, there was no chance on earth of me hitting that golf ball in the right spot. What if you are in such a condition that you really can't get yourself standing straight up and down out of dress very well? Boy, some folks do tilt a little bit. I do find myself tilting, and I'm trying to get rid of it using video. There's my shirt buttons are pretty darn vertical right there. Now, as I go back, even if I'm built so that I have to move off the ball a hair, we can take care of that. Remember now, the shirt buttons, big influence on where we bottom out. Even if I have that kind of musculature that requires me to kind of lean over a little bit, did you see I came back and then I still got over this way to move the low point forward. That's called a Ben Hogan lean. He did that in his golf swing. He would go this way and he would kind of fall, lean toward the target. It wasn't a hip bump, folks. From here, you're going to see a lot of that on tour, by the way. From here, the whole golfer leans. That is very helpful as well. And the reason I didn't start with the super simple stuff is if you've got that going wrong, the super simple stuff may not help you at all. It just might not. because you're out of position. Does that make sense? If you get your hot body out of position, undoing it on a golf swing is very difficult to do. That previous swing, 5.7 inches after ball contact, where the one where I moved this way, 6 inches before contact. Pretty cool. The divot follows you around like a shadow. Part number 2. Let's get simple. All right, now you're taking your practice swings. And if you think about it, you know it's not in the golf course, a simulator, flat ground, and golf mats. So now we have this variety of lies, uphill, downhill, below your feet, above your feet, combination lies. We've got to be able to get the bottom of the swing arc out in front. Now, I want to make sure that I keep this club feeling behind me. Okay? You need to feel the weight of the club fall down, put it down, circle it down, one way or the other, because I don't want you going this way to hit the golf ball solid. But now what we're going to do is going to simply try to move the divot forward. Here's a great on-course process. There I am. There's my golf ball. Gets set up nicely. We're going to take our golf club and bottom out over here. Keep that club head behind your hands. Keep that club back this way. Now, at super slow speed, I can get it way too flat. I'll never get it there at full speed. Can't be done. But bottom out. Here we are. Bottom out in front. Now, as I'm doing that, you may be seeing the next key. Number 1 key. Number 2 key is, where is this? This sounds weird, but sometimes when we're trying to get the club to bottom out, we do it that way. We throw the club head into the ground, but for some people, they really vastly perform better when they try to get the grip low and forward of the golf ball. Probably never thought of that before, but it's a really different way and really cool way of thinking of it. So when I'm doing my hitting the ground over here on this side of the golf ball, I'm going to get my grip really low. There's the grip really low. Think Sergio Garcia, Ben Hogan again. If that grip's way up here, I got to fish for the golf ball. But if I can get my grip low and in front, keep the club head behind as long as you can almost, I might have some. And all I'm doing is swinging the grip, not the head. Now, I have to tell you this, the advantage that I have is I can pay attention to the grip or whatever I want because I don't care if I miss the golf ball. I just want to see me do something different. I will find the golf ball in no time. When we look at that swing, you would see that the 5.6 after ball contact again. And by the way, you don't need to be that far out in front of that golf ball. Okay, but you need to be 2 inches out in front. Okay, if you're 2 inches out in front, you can play from every lie. 5.6 may make the ball go too low for people with normal club head speeds. Although if you're a professional swinging your 7 iron 90 miles an hour, won't really matter. But if you're swinging that thing at 80 miles an hour, it may matter a lot. All right, so now I got 2 biggies. Shirt buttons. At address, on the backswing, at impact. You've got the grip of the club. Head of the club's behind it, so we're still flat, but try to get the grip down and in front of the club and wait for the club to sort of change ends, not unlike this. Just swinging the grip. There we are again, 5 inches after. Those are 2 biggies, and you'll notice that they're both external focus cues, shirt buttons. You might envision a laser pointed out from your shirt. And you might try to get that laser pointed in front of the golf ball. Same idea, different cue. Fine. Anything you can think to get you in front. Next thing, get this to go past the golf ball and low before you get to contact. That's huge. Practice swings. Bouncing the club off the ground out in front. Now you have this one here as a drill. We have our extra tee here, And you can do this if you're indoors. You can do it with a dime or a penny. That works fine. I'm going to place that baby just out inside. Now, if you look at that, that's 2 inches from the golf ball to the tee. All right? That's cool enough for me. Let's see if I can get both. I got both. 5.5 inches after ball contact again. And hopefully you're also seeing that all of my paths have been inside, out to the right paths, coming from the inside of the golf ball. The reason they're there is because I got the club head behind my hands. I have flattened it out. The reason I'm not hitting fat is because I'm moving forward here, shirt buttons, and I'm moving the handle forward and low. Now this one you've seen before. The tee drill is really cool and works beautifully on the golf course. Here's our trusty golf towel, and we'll put that behind. Now I have to tell you, I have a extra mat at work, and I'll put it so it's a little higher on people to really make this dramatically more high to low impact. However, I prefer the one out in front. This is just like shock treatment. All right. You do have to get the golf club up a little bit on the backswing. Here we go. Once again, same thing. 5 inches after ball contact, still inside out path. It's a really, really, really big deal. Now, the reason that we have the swing catalyst out is because of this. Hopefully you will remember the swing catalyst. These are the feet. That's the left foot, and that's the right foot. And on the backswing, I move slightly the pressure underneath my feet, basically into the right arch. On the downswing, you might feel like you are squishing something, like creating an earthquake under your lead shoe as you come forward. So I'm already 74%. I haven't got to the ball yet. 76. There we go. And that, getting 83% by ball contact, really helps move the shirt buttons forward. It's really not the pressure, right? Well, it is the pressure, but I'm moving the shirt buttons forward with that move. So as I go back again, if we look at the kid, we have a dot right here. And boy, I don't move very far off. There's a little move off, but then a recentering move. Okay? Watch how low this golf club gets. One, the club shaft is flat. You don't want any flatter than that, folks. Two, look at how low the handle's getting. Now from here, believe it or not, the handle's actually going to start coming up, but you might not want to think about that right now. Okay, that's the law of the circle. But that's what that does. I'm moving into the shot, getting the club head behind the hands, swinging the grip down really low. You can call it pulling, swinging, or just get it down there. It won't matter the way that you think of it. You want to make it look like that. I could have my shirt buttons even more in front there, but I don't need to because my low point's already 5 inches out in front. I hope that makes complete sense to you. So now we have a whole bunch of ways to, at the same time, get the club behind you, but then bottom it out in front. Okay? Trying to crush the ground, trying to move the shirt buttons. See how related they are? It looks the same, right? You need to be over here. I don't care what you do, right? Get over there. In fact, let me tell you what, if you are really stuck, there's nothing wrong with just, here, we're going to show you this right now. Two of my friends invented stack and tilt. And by the way, if you're having trouble striking the golf ball from the ground, it's not a bad way of playing golf at all. Now I'm back here, I'm on the front foot more. I'm already 60% on the front foot. And I'm going to stay there Now that's just a very front-loaded golf swing, if you will, but I still move the low point 3.5 inches after ball contact. That is totally a legit way to play irons. I don't know if I'd let you play too many drivers that far left. It'd be a really hard time to get the ball up in the air. But certainly, if you are struggling, what does getting more left do? Oh, I move the shirt buttons again forward. And when I'm doing that, it's helping me move my hands more forward toward the target, that is. Okay, got a bunch of ideas. This is doable. This really is doable. If you lose feel of the club head being inside here, I can feel it in my palm. I can feel the weight of the club head sitting this way, not this way. When I come down the downswing, I'm not going out over to get the club down. I'm coming down this way, but I'm keep coming down with the handle. And that helps me get it all set. All right, get after it, folks.